Hey, this is Darrell Webster, and I'm a big fan of Docs.com, and I've been thinking about how I might use it as a blogging platform. I already use it occasionally as a journal. I'm also spoilt for choice because I've got a blog and WordPress. I sometimes use the stories part of Medium, and also publish a little in LinkedIn. We've got all sorts of platforms like that, and I'm really keen on using Sway and also having my blogging alongside the places where I can share documents. So I'm looking to docs.com and hoping that we can get some development going for maybe making this more of a blogging platform. So posting this idea in docs.com.uservoice.com, a few .coms in there. I was just going through and having a look at some of the things that I'd like to try and suggest and shape it so that it might become a blogging platform. And I got to something about the comment system, because part of blogs and being able to share your thoughts is also that conversation that happens around it. Some blogging platforms get a lot of conversation. They actually, that conversation itself forms other ideas and is really quite instrumental in helping shape things and share other thoughts. So this is really something that needs to be stronger in the docs.com platform for journals. So I was looking closer at it, and I know that they use Disqus as the platform behind it. A lot of publications do. I also use it on WordPress. The great thing about Disqus is that it already hooks into some of your other social networks such as Twitter, Google, Facebook, and you can just sign in with those familiar accounts and manage all your comments in one place. So it's a great choice for docs.com, but its first release was very restricted. You could only log in with what seemed to be the Microsoft account that you might be using with docs.com, and you couldn't log in with your Disqus account if you already had one. But like I said, as I was going through these ideas and I was starting to share those thoughts, I thought, whoa, actually, it actually does work now. So let's go and have a look at that. We'll have look at my recent journal entries. On a full screen like this, it's going to pop out that details view, but sometimes when you change the size of that, you're going to end up having just a view of the Sway. So, I know Sway will adapt to the screen size of the device that you're looking at, because it's all about content. So what I see immediately for this is if we're going to have comments and we're trying to make them accessible, and people are viewing this on smaller devices like phones or tablets, all the things like details and comments are all tucked away. So maybe we need to have something along the top here that says current comments counter or recent comments, and something there that shows that there is conversation going on, and that you can click into it and use it. But back to that full screen view. That will by default open up this panel, and we've got some recent posts in here in the journal, but here's the comments. Now this is another thing. Maybe this needs to be expanded, maybe just a little smaller, I guess, but having some focus more on the discussion so people can see it. It's jumping out at them and they want to start engaging with the author and with other people that are commenting about the content as well. So this is what I discovered beforehand. You would just log in, and if you wanted to make a comment, you would be using your docs.com account. However, now it's been added to, we did have just this docs.com as a choice. Now we've got log in with your Disqus account, log in with Facebook, log in with Twitter. So that the usual choices that we have if we are a Disqus user and we're making use of that commenting system. So now I can log in as Twitter, which is how I log into my Disqus account, and I've logged in there. That's great, and I can create a quick discussion. I always have to try and spell Disqus correctly. It's one of those tricky ones. Log in Disqus using my Tappity tap tap. That'll do it. So apart from making that comment, it's linked to this content here, and you can create that discussion around there. It's also going to be shared with other people that are following me on the Discuss platform, and I can manage that out of one place. In fact, where do we do that? If I visit now the Discuss platform, pop-up blocked, okay, come on Chrome, always allow, thank you very much. Try again, there you go, awesome. The Discuss platform, linking me through now to the recent comments that I've made, and other articles that I might want to engage in, and just having a look at some of the recent comments that I've created, so I can manage it all from one place as well. Good to see that it's been added to that full experience now. I've been able to log into Discuss using your existing account. What I would also like to see, just as I finish off, when we go back to my journal page, which really let's go back one page again, go back to the content. I do get a little lost sometimes when I'm in docs.com and I've got some content open, and I'm like, yeah, great, this was a great article, I've read all about it, thanks very much. Now how do I get back to the author or his blog or his journal? Oh, details, right, details. Now what do I click? Maybe his name. See what I'm getting at? So there's those little things that are going to help to shape it a bit, get it working a bit better. And what I'd like to see here is like a counter that says these are the counter of how many comments have been made, and then you're driving more conversation. You're actually getting more people to be involved in the content, and having that discussion around the content as well. So that's going to be really important as a strategy for using docs.com and the journal as a blogging platform. Aside of that, yeah, we should have a ability to add vanity domains. I've got webster.net.nz. I'd like to be able to maybe direct /blog to there, or even just verify my domain name in there, like blogs.webster.net.nz. Be able to import blog posts. I think we've got, the comment counters, other stuff that I can't remember right now. Jump in here and actually, add your ideas about what you would like to see docs.com do to make this a true blogging platform. Share the ideas and see what we can come up with. But I think it's really getting there, and I'm actually quite excited to see what's going on with the platform. They keep sneaking these little features out that you don't notice unless you actually dig in and find, and it's not really well announced. There is a docs.com, let's say it was docs.com account, where they're using the journal to announce what's happening within the docs.com platform, and recent one that was just in the last 24 hours or so, you can now publish code online as a content. You can embed that into a Sway, and you'll have blocks of code, and you can actually build a story around it, about the code and talking about how it's been presented. And now you see the code's embedded, and I can just jump in and grab that and use it if it's an example. I guess that should have been released sometime around the recent build conference. Would have been good. So yeah, lots of things happening here. Comment, let me know what you think. Reach out to me. Twitter account is Daryl C. Webster. Lots of different ways to connect to me. But yeah, see what I can come up with. Thanks.